and it's not democratic. I think there's an opportunity for the Irish people to make a really radical step change in terms of how we conduct our business in this country, and the Seanad, time and time again, has always been a rubber stamp for the government. So I don't believe that the type of reform this country needs is something that the Seanad can contribute to. Unfortunately, the Seanad is elected by university graduates, by county councillors and 11 nominees, which are purely the preserve of the Taoiseach of the day, and that's simply not the type of 21st century democracy this country needs, and that's why we're calling on people to vote yes in the referendum.
And you're not into the reform argument, so...
No, we're not really. I mean, Ireland is one of the few small countries that has a second chamber. Most other small countries like ours can do perfectly well with one chamber. We believe that the Dáil needs radical reform, and we believe that it would be much more effective and meaningful to people's lives if we had a strong Dáil committee system instead, and indeed if there was more attention paid to developing strong local government, as there is in most other small European countries. And we believe that that's the way to go, really. I think if the Seanad was to disappear in the morning, I don't think it would make any difference to our political system at all. It is a source of huge political patronage, and quite frankly I think we can do without it.
Tommy, in fact, a question for all of you. There's been a lot of debate about the cost of abolishing the Seanad and how much would be saved. Do any of you have a view on how much would be saved?
Well, I mean, I think the basic costing, direct costing of 10 million or 9-10 million euros per annum is accurate. Clearly, the cost of paying senators and all of the kind of supports is of that order. I mean, obviously the Oireachtas Commission had a report there last week in relation to this about the indirect costs, but it still seems to me you are talking somewhere at the order of 100 million per parliamentary term. So cost is not an insignificant aspect of it. But I think the major thing is to have a parliament that works well for the Irish people, and I don't think it's possible to reform Seanad Éireann, because if you did give it a popular mandate, for example, directly elected Seanad, effectively you'd have a second Dáil, and I don't think in a small unitary state we need a second Dáil. We've had the example of all those progressive democracies which don't. So for many reasons we think that it's better that we have a unicameral system, but we do want a very strong reform system, and we would welcome the commitments, there's some commitments that have been given about the pre-enactment stage and post-enactment stage, and particularly post-enactment stage of the Dáil itself we think needs to be greatly strengthened. All three of us have had experience of the whip system, for example, which I believe operates as it operates in Dáil Éireann is a totally obnoxious system, and I think there should be much more freedom for deputies on all sides to exercise their judgment on behalf of the people who elected them.
But you've had no guarantees on that.